calling? Silence, I say! How can a man work against such noise?
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge!
Humbug.
Let me speak to him. A Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Who calls me uncle?
Who else but your nephew?
Fred. I might have known, out wasting time caterwauling with others lazy as yourself.
Caterwauling, perhaps, but not wasting time.
Why not join us, Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, come sing with us.
We could do with the deep, deep bass.
Yes, we could.
What about Bob Cratchit? He can sing with the best of you.
That's right.
Good idea. I'll fetch him.
No, sir, you shall not fetch him.
No, Uncle? I'll call him. Bob Cratchit.
Cratchit! Cratchit, return to your work.
But
Don't but sir me. Return to your work this instant.
Come, Uncle. Be kind.
Kind? I pay my clerk 15 shillings a week. And I expect him to work every week because I pay him every week.
But, Uncle, it's Christmas.
Christmas humbug.
Christmas, a humbug? Come, you don't mean that.
I do mean it. Merry Christmas? What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be miserable? What reason to be morose? You're rich enough.
Bah! Humbug!
Don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in a world of fools such as this? Merry Christmas? Out upon a Merry Christmas. Why, what's Merry Christmas to you but, let's see, why, a time for trying to pay your bills without any money. A time for finding yourself an hour, why, a year older and not an hour richer. A time for balancing your books and finding every item in them dead against you. If I had my will, if I could work my will, every idiot who went about with a Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly right through his heart. He should.
Uncle!
Nephew, you keep Christmas in your own way and let me keep it in mine.
Keep it? But you don't keep it.
Well, then let me leave it alone then. Much good may it do you. Much good it has ever done you.
Oh, Uncle, really? There are lots of things that I'm sure have done me good, as you call it, without me making a penny from them. Christmas among the rest, but surely Christmas... Well, Christmas is different.
Different?
Yes. I've always thought of Christmas as a good time.
A good time?
Yes, a good time. Oh, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I mean a lazy, good-for-nothing time, but I don't mean that. I mean a good time, a time when you feel good, when you make an effort, a real effort, to be pleasant and kind and forgiving and charitable. No, Uncle, you listen to me. It's the one time in the year when we open up our heart, and you notice other people. It doesn't matter what they're like. You realize they're alive. They're flesh and blood. They love and hate and sing and laugh and cry and suffer. Yes, Uncle, suffer. Just on this one day a year. One day, that's all. Just one day. We have a thought for them as well as ourselves. And that's what Christmas means to me, Uncle. Just that. It may never have put a penny in my pocket, but I believe that it has done me good and will do me good, and I say God bless it.
Cratchit, another sound out of you and you shall be keeping Christmas by losing your job. You're quite a powerful speaker, sir. I wonder you don't go into Parliament.
Uncle, don't be angry. Come dine with us tomorrow. Come and spend Christmas with me
I'll
and my
see you in
wife.
hell first.
But why? Why?
Why did you get married?
Why?
Yes.
Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love. Good afternoon.
Oh, come, Uncle. You never came to see me before I got married, so why give that as a reason for not coming now?
Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why can't we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry, Uncle. Heaven knows I've tried. What else can I say? What else can I do?
You can start by moving out of my way and taking your friends off somewhere where their singing won't interfere with my work.
Very well, Uncle, but just let me remind you of this. We've never yet had a quarrel that's been my fault. And we never will. Certainly not on Christmas Eve.
Good
And if you change your mind, you'll still be welcome.
Good afternoon.
Not just good afternoon, Uncle, but a Merry Christmas.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior.
You're another one of them. A clerk earning 15 shillings a week, thinking he has a right to a Merry Christmas. I'll retire to Bedlam. Get on with your work, Cratchit.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Yes. Cratchit, coal is an expensive commodity. I work out to the penny exactly how much we need and when we need it. Get on with your work.
It seems to be particularly cold today, sir.
Well, then get on with your work. There's nothing like work for getting your mind off of things like the coal.
Just one shovelful, please.
No, Cratchit, we have used all the coal we shall need for today, and don't let me have to ask you again. Get on with your work.
Yes, sir.
Cratchit,
Yes, sir.
come here, Cratchit.
Yes, sir.
I have checked over 3 times the petty cash totals for this week, Cratchit.
Yes, I left the details on your desk, sir. It came to 6 shilling and 8 pence, sir.
It comes to 5 shillings and 8 pence, Cratchit. I tell you, I've checked it 3 times.
Well, the candle and coal, sir, account for...
There are no receipts for coal and candles, Cratchit. Furthermore, I did not authorize the additional expenditure of 1 shilling for coal and candles.
But there were none left, sir.
Of course not. You waste them.
Well, certainly there were no candles,
Well,
sir.
I don't care about your candles, Cratchit. Use daylight. Daylight's cheaper. You light them too soon. Do you understand?
Well, sir,
Well, do you understand?
Yes, sir, but
I'm glad you understand, Cratchit, for I shall be deducting that shilling from your salary, so that the accounts shall in no way be inconvenienced. That will be all, Cratchit.
Sir, please.
That will be all, Cratchit.
Yes, sir.
Bring me the book of debtors.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. I thought as much. His debt should have been paid yesterday, was it?
No, sir.
Continue, Cratchit.
Well, the people came, sir, but...
When did they come?
While you were at the exchange, sir.
You asked them to wait?
They couldn't wait, sir.
Well, why didn't you take their money and just give them a receipt? I've told you often enough.
Well, sir...
Why?
Well, they didn't have any money, sir, so I couldn't take it.
Well?
Well, they said they could pay next week, and I said, well, I was sure you would understand, sir.
You said what? Well? I shall take out a summons at once. People who do not pay their debts must go to prison for it, and their goods confiscated.
Well, they'll pay, sir. I'm sure of that.
Oh, you're sure of that, are you? Don't interrupt me. Do you think I would be in the position I am today, Cratchit, if I had your attitude?
Well, they'll pay, sir. They just need a little more time.
Oh, and they shall have a little more time in debtor's prison.
But, sir, it's Christmas.
Christmas. Humbug! What's Christmas got to do with it? Get on with your work, Cratchit, before you ruin me.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, is this Scrooge and Marley's? Sir. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. Died 7 years ago this very night.
Well, we have no doubt, sir, that his generosity is continued by yourself.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Scrooge, at this festive time of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute. As you no doubt realize, they suffer greatly at the present time, Mr. Scrooge.
Indeed, indeed. Thousands of people lack even the ordinary necessities of life, let alone...
Are there no prisons?
Well, plenty of prisons.
And the union workhouses, are they still in operation?
Well, they are, but I wish I could say they were not.
And the treadmill and the poor law, are they still in full vigor then?
Both very busy, sir.
Oh, I'm very glad to hear it. So, because from what I first heard you say, I thought something had occurred to stop their useful work. I'm very glad to hear it.
But, Mr. Scrooge, neither the prisons nor the workhouses provide exactly what you or I, or for that matter, any other decent human being would call Christmas cheer.
Indeed, precisely. So, sir, some of us are putting together a fund to provide meat and drink and a means of warmth for the poor. So, Mr. Scrooge, what shall we put you down for?
Nothing.
You wish for us to withhold your name?
I wish to be left alone! You ask me what I wish, gentlemen, and that is my answer. I do not make myself merry at Christmas, and I cannot afford to make other people merry, particularly idle people. I support both the prisons and the workhouses, and they cost quite enough. Idle people who are badly off must go to them.
Many can't go to them.
And many would rather die.
Well, then let them die and decrease the surplus population. It is none of my business.
Sir, it is the business of all of us.
No, sir, not all. If you consider it your business, then you better attend to it. And let me attend to mine. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Let's see. Get any work done this day is all. Interruption after interruption. Time to go home, I suppose.
Well, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You think you've done an afternoon's work, Cratchit?
Well, there has been a rather lot of excitement, sir, but then again, we do expect it at Christmas, don't we, sir?
You expect it, I ignore it. At least I do my best to not let it interfere with my work.
Yes, sir.
And I suppose you'll be wanting the whole day off for Christmas tomorrow.
Well, if it's quite convenient.
It is
sir.
not convenient, and it's not fair. Why, if I was to stop £0.50 from your wages for it, you would consider yourself, why, ill-used, I'll be bound. But you don't consider me ill-used if I pay a day's wages for no work.
Well, it is only once a year, sir.
Only once a year. Fine excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. However, I suppose you must have it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Be here all the earlier next morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And Merry Christmas, sir.
Out upon a Merry Christmas. Humbug, I say. Humbug. Let's see. Oh, curse this fog. Oh, and curse the stupidity of the whole world. Merry Christmas. Humbug. Why, it's nothing but stealing. Calling it charity doesn't change it for what it is. Stealing. Oh, and listen to them. The bells and the laughter and the singing. Why, they pretend all is well and laugh and hide behind the laughter and the singing.
Put a penny in the old man's
Instead of getting down to work and solving their problems through hard labor, why, they hide behind the laughter and the singing. And they expect everyone else to do the same. Well, old Jacob Marley and I, we avoided any such nonsense. Why? We worked hard. We lived frugally. No one owed us anything, and we owed no one ourselves. Jacob, Poor old Jacob. 7 years ago this very night. Well, you are a good man of business, Jacob. But the business hasn't suffered by your going, no. Oh, curse this fog and the darkness. Oh, never mind. A house stuck away in the darkest alley is a good investment. There's room below to let for businesses, and there's still room for living. Now, there is the door. This fog. Oh, here's his. It's a chilly night. What? Huh. Humbug. There's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing at all. Well, let's see, the offices are empty. The wine cellar below that is empty. And there's enough light coming through that window from the street lamps to save having any other light. Well, there's nobody in my bed. Huh? Nobody under my bed. Nobody under that chair, nobody under the settee. Well, of course there's nobody. What on earth do I have to fear? Too cold to fully undress on a night like this. No need to with a nice thick night shirt like this one. This one's nice, lasted me years. Many a year. Very nice. Oh, I shall now need my pot of gruel if you don't mind. Humbug. Here it is. Nothing like a good pot of gruel on a cold night. This has been a good one. Lasted all week. Humbug. What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
You're mighty particular for a ghost. Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Oh, yes, so you seem. Can you sit down?
I can.
Well, do it then. You look rather more exhausted than you did 7 years ago.
You don't believe in me?
No, I don't.
What proof may I offer you beyond that of your own senses?
I don't know.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Well, because any little thing can affect them. Why, a slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. Why, you might be a bit of undigested beef, or a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a bit of underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. You see this toothpick?
I do,
You're not looking at it.
but I see it all the same.
Well, all I have to do is to swallow this and be tormented for the rest of my days by a whole legion of ghosts. It's all humbug, I say. Mercy! Mercy! Why do you trouble me? listen, Jacob, yes.
Listen.
Yes.
Be still and listen. It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men and travel far and wide. And any spirit that does not do so during life is condemned to do so after death, is condemned to wander through the world as I am now, Ebenezer Scrooge, as I have been these 7 years. As you have said, I am exhausted with restless wandering over 7 whole years.
But the chains, Jacob, why the chains?
I forged them myself.
You?
They are a heavy and a painful burden, and yet I made them myself during my own wretched life. The chains that you are forging, Ebenezer, will be no less heavy. You are forging them yourself link by link.
No, Jacob. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give. Comfort comes from other spirits, Ebenezer, and is given to other kinds of men. My spirit never moved beyond our counting house, and weary journeys lie before me.
But you were always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business?
Yes.
Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, kindness were all my business. Making money was but a drop in the great ocean of my business. Why did I walk through crowds of fellow beings with my eyes turned down and never raise them to that blessed star that led the wise men to the poorest stable? Why? Why? Hear me, my time is nearly gone.
I will, but don't be hard upon me, Jacob. Don't be flowery either, please, Jacob.
How it is that I appear before you in a shape that you can see, I may not tell. I have sat beside you many, many times, invisible.
No, Jacob, no.
Tonight, I have come to warn you. To warn you that you have yet a chance and a hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my making Ebenezer.
Is this the hope and chance you speak of?
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Spirits? Well, I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to escape the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow when the bell tolls 1.
Oh, couldn't I have them all at once and get it over with, Jacob?
Expect the second on the next night when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to sound. The third upon the next. When the last stroke of 12 ceases to sound. Do not expect to see me again. Yet for your sake, remember what has passed between us. Remember, 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 remember.
Humbug? Yes. Oh, must have been something I ate. Yeah, must have been. There's nothing to worry about. Oh, something. A 1/4 past. no. Yes, no. Oh, 3, 1. Holy Spirit. Oh, yes, I think. Yes, but, half past. Yes.
A quarter to it! Please, the hour itself, and nothing else. Oh, it was all a dream. That's all it was. It was just a dream. I just imagined it all. I just imagined. Are you the spirit, sir, whose coming was foretold me?
I
Well, what are you?
am! I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No! Your past.
Oh, well, what business brings you here?
Your welfare.
Well, that's all very kind, I'm sure, but don't you think that an uninterrupted night's sleep might do me even more good?
Come, rise, walk with me.
No, but where shall we be going?
To see mysteries you've forgotten.
Mysteries?
Moments from your past. Your own past.
No.
Are you afraid?
No,
Let me touch you
No.
but once and you will see there is nothing to fear.
No.
But
Stay
once-
Stay away!
There. Now you will see there is nothing to fear.
Oh, yeah.
Come,
Oh, yes.
follow me.
I will follow. Spirit, wait! I know this place.
You remember?
Why, I grew up here. I grew up here as a boy. I could walk it blindfold.
Strange to have forgotten it after so many years.
See, listen. Oh, I know these. I know them. I know each and every one of them. Why, I do remember them after all these years. Oh, don't go. Don't go. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Your lip is trembling.
Oh,
And what's that on your cheek?
oh, nothing. It's a pimple.
You remember, and I think you understand. You feel the past.
Quickly, Spirit. Take me where you will. I will follow.
Come. Look.
Oh, why, it's a child, Spirit.
What child?
Oh, why, it's me. As a child at school, alone, waiting.
Were you often alone?
Nearly always, Spirit. I had no friends at school. My father hated me, so I was seldom at home, but I think I tried at school. I tried. But no, I had no friends to speak of, no. But my true friends? My only friends were those in books. Why, Ali Baba, Robinson Crusoe, Robin Hood, those are my friends. Yes, look.
Remember?
I think I remember this day.
Your last day at
Yes,
school.
yes.
Look, your grandmother Fan.
I've come to take you home.
Home?
Yes, home, forever and ever.
But father.
Oh, your father's agreed. You won't even recognize him. He's changed. He's so gentle and so kind.
But why? What happened?
Who knows what happened? Just one day he spoke so gently and kind to me that I thought I would ask one more time if you could come home. And he said yes, you could come home. He's arranged for a coach to bring you home. He's arranged for you to never, ever have to come back here again, and he has arranged that the whole family will be together for Christmas, and we will have the merriest time in all the world.
Oh, Finn, it's so wonderful, so wonderful.
Well, quickly now, we can't keep the coach waiting.
Not so fast, Finn, not so fast.
Well, we can't waste a minute.
I must fetch my books.
Oh, well, quickly then, quickly.
I must stop being so excited. I can't even think properly. Finn, it's too wonderful. Say it again. I'm going home and I never have to come here ever again. You did say that right, and I didn't. We meant it.
Now, Master Scrooge's box, and see that it's loaded on the coach. Master Scrooge. I suppose we'll have to get used to Mr. Scrooge, eh? We're a man now, aren't we, boy?
Yes, sir.
I've seen many change from Master to Mr. in my time. It's not an easy change to make, boy. It's a new life, new responsibilities, new endeavors. And this lady, I take it, is your grandmother?
Yes, so she's my grandmother, Finn.
Now, I don't normally approve of young people drinking, as you may well know, but this is a special occasion. I give you a toast to Christmas and to Mr. Scrooge. May you treat the world the way it has treated you here.
To Mr. Scrooge.
Your grandmother was very frail, but she had a good heart.
You're right, Spirit. She had.
She died when you were still very young, leaving you only one relative?
Only one.
True, your nephew.
That's right. My nephew, Fred. Fred.
Come, let us see another Christmas.
All right, I shall follow. Yes.
Look.
Huh?
Remember?
Remember? Why, I apprenticed here. Dick and I.
You remember Dick?
Oh, Dick and I were the greatest friends. We did everything together. And we were apprenticed to dear old Fezziwig.
Oh,
bless him.
Dear Fezziwig. Look.
There he
Yo-ho! Dick, Ebenezer, yo-ho, my boys! No more work for tonight. Christmas Eve, Dick. Christmas, Ebenezer. Now we've got 1 minute, my boys, to make the place fit for a party. 1 minute before the guests arrive. Oh, wonderfully done, my dear. Merry Christmas. Everyone, please help yourselves to some food. Please, come. It's a party, everyone. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. What next? What say we have a game? Does that sound fun, everyone? Oh, yes. Let's say blind man's bluff with Ebenezer. No? Up to the front, my boy. Up to the front. Just get this blindfold prepared. Get that still in your eyes, my boy. It's a little big. Hold it in place, would you? Great, thank you. You ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go, my boy. Careful. Oh. Not me, Ebenezer. No. You may. What say we have a dance, everyone? Would you like to lead us in song, sir? Wonderful, wonderful. Circle, everybody.
Everyone ready?
Yes.
I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee, and I'm going to Louisiana, my true love for to see. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me, for I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
Dear old Fezziwig. Dear old Fezziwig.
A simple matter made these silly folks so happy and so full of thanks.
Simple?
Well, is it not? He spent but 3 or 4 pounds at most. Is that enough to deserve such praise?
It's not that, Spirit. It's not that at all. It's that he had the power to make us happy or unhappy.
Us? Who do you mean?
Well, all of us, but mainly Dick and I. We worked for him. We were his apprentices, you know. Oh, He had the power to make our work light or heavy, a pleasure or a dreadful burden. Oh, and he used that power. He used that power in, hundreds of little ways. Why, in the way he spoke to us, in the way he looked at us, and in the way he asked us to do things. Oh, and that's the gift of happiness that he just gave to us. And you can't buy that even with a fortune. You can't.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing particular.
Something, I think.
No, nothing. It's just that at this moment, I wish I could say a word or two to my clerk, Bob Cratchit. That's all.
Quickly, my time grows short. Let us see another Christmas.
I will follow. Yes. Let us see another. Oh, no, Spirit. Not this Christmas. Spare me this.
Do you remember this place?
Yes, I remember.
Do you remember the occasion?
Oh, how could I ever forget it? It involved a moment of particular opportunity.
2 particular opportunities. This might be called the crossroads in your life. You had to choose.
Oh, I chose the best I could. I thought I was doing the right thing. My whole future depended on it.
Your whole future?
Yes.
What of others? What of their future?
Well, their future is their own affair. It has nothing to do with me.
Look again and see.
No, I don't want to look at this. No.
Look, I say.
Come on, old man. If we don't leave now, we shall miss all the daylight. My stomach's just rumbling with the thought of supper. Ebenezer!
Oh, he's all wrapped up in another of his silly old books again. Come on, Ebenezer!
We'll soon move that. Come, Ebenezer. The books will keep till tomorrow, for tonight's Christmas. Let's put them to bed, shall we?
Dick, don't do that.
Oh, but the books are fed up with work, and it's Christmas.
Oh, yes.
Give them back.
Tomorrow morning.
I said give them back.
Ooh, hoity-toity, and at Christmas, too.
Will you, Dick, give those back now.
Here, catch.
Will you give those back to me at once, please?
Only when you're a good boy and promise to wait till tomorrow.
Dick, will you stop fooling about and give me that book?
Look out.
Oh, now leave it, will you?
Oh, come, Ebenezer.
I said leave it.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were serious.
Well, I am.
But we arranged this party months ago.
Months? We arranged it last Christmas.
All right, so we arranged it a year ago. Things can change in a year. I'm sorry, but I can't come.
You what?
I said I cannot come.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, my dear.
Happy anniversary. Don't try to get round me now with happy anniversary. There's always something. Anniversaries, birthdays, Christmas, always something. It's nothing but humbug. Humbug, humbug, humbug.
All right. So it's humbug then. Whatever that may mean. Let's get one thing straight, Ebenezer. I'm through after this. I've tried and tried and tried. God alone knows how I've tried. I'm not trying anymore. It's up to you now. Do you understand?
Please yourself.
I said, do you understand?
Oh, do as you like, only leave me alone.
All right. We'll leave you alone. Come on. Belle,
I'll come in a moment.
we'll wait for you. Sorry, Belle.
Ebenezer, dear, don't you think, don't you feel that
That he's right? Is that what you're going to say? That Dick's right? Well, if you think he's right, Belle, then you must do what you think's best. Only don't expect me to give up everything I've worked for just for the sake of some damn fool dinner party that you know as well as I do will be as boring as the last one and doesn't do anything for any of us.
I wasn't going to say that.
If that's the kind of life you want, Belle, then you're welcome to it. Only you better find someone else to give it to you, because I won't!
You care about any of us at all, do you?
Oh, don't be petty.
You don't, do you? Oh, you did once. I know. 4 years ago when we became engaged, oh, it's just gradually dwindled away until now it hardly exists at all.
For heaven's sake.
The only thing you care about is money, 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 money.
Business is a man's life. There's no place for women.
Exactly precisely, and there's no place for women in such a life. Very well, Ebenezer. You have your world of business, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope that all the money brings you comfort in your old age.
Can't you begin to understand?
Yes, I understand completely. I understand that I'm in your way, and the only thing that will ever matter to you is making money. Well, here, take it. I will never stand in the way of your ambition.
Humbug! Parties and Christmas and the whole wretched thought of it. Nothing but humbug. Humbug, humbug, humbug.
That was the turning point, wasn't it? Nothing but humbug?
Please, Spirit, take me away from here.
No. You will see again each Christmas that came after. The whole miserable growth of that terrible world of humbug.
Please sign this, Mr. Scrooge.
The market is in your favor, Mr. Scrooge.
Buy now, Mr. Scrooge. Buy as much as you can.
Your signature will confirm the deal, Mr. Scrooge.
Sell now and you'll make a fortune, Mr. Scrooge.
You are doing quite well, Mr. Scrooge. There's no need to worry about your future. It is quite secure with us.
Sign here, Mr. Scrooge.
Profits are up again, Mr. Scrooge. Up by 75%.
Profit's still rising, Mr. Scrooge. A better year, even than last.
There is promotion ahead for your kind, Scrooge. We are making you manager.
Sell now, sir, and you'll double your profit.
Your feeling for the market is amazing,
Just sign, sir, that's all.
My colleagues and I have discussed your future, Mr. Scrooge. We've decided to ask you to join the board of directors.
You're a little late.
Late?
I'm setting up in business on my own, in partnership with Jacob Marley.
What?
I expect to lose most of your business to us. I doubt you'll see the year through. Just a warning.
Profits are up again, gentlemen.
Just sign, sir.
Sign here, please.
Profits are up 100% on the last quarter.
Well, Mr. Scrooge, I don't think I'll be able to pay back the £50 in so short a time.
That's your affair. However, I must warn you, the longer the time, the greater the interest.
And what if I can't pay it back?
Then you shall go to prison.
But, sir, I have a wife and 3 children.
And I, sir, have a business to run. Good afternoon.
Oh, please, sir, for the sake of Christmas, have mercy.
Christmas? Humbug! A good year, Jacob. A good year.
A very good year, Ebenezer. A Merry Christmas to us both.
Humbug.
Yes, humbug. But we can wish ourselves a prosperous new year.
I appeal to you, gentlemen. At the rate you are going, you will put us out of business altogether.
Really? How unfortunate.
I did warn you.
Well, what do you expect me to do then?
Sell out to us. What else?
At our terms. We need a clerk, Jacob. Pity. It's a waste of money.
Have you anyone in mind, Ebenezer?
Just the man, I think.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Wages, 15 shillings a week.
And prospects, sir.
Hard work.
And the chance of a permanent position with us if you prove yourself worthy of it.
At the same wages, naturally.
Sign here, gentlemen.
We bought out 3 more firms today, sir.
More people owe us money this year than ever before.
And the interest?
Double last year's.
Not enough.
But things are improving, Ebenezer.
I can't possibly pay this week, gentlemen.
Then we shall send you to prison.
But couldn't I have a little more time?
Much more time in prison.
But gentlemen!
Good afternoon.
Gentlemen, could you make a small gift to a very worthy charity?
No, we couldn't. We're busy. Leave us alone.
But, sir, please.
We're busy. Good afternoon.
Sir, our organization helps those who are sick and needy.
Then you had better look after your organization.
I will, with your help, sir.
Do I ask you to look after mine?
No, but
Then why should I help you look after yours?
how about those who are sick and dying?
Good afternoon.
Sir, I think Mr. Marley is ill.
Get back to work, Cratchit.
But sir, he seems to be very bad. He may even be dying. Surely there's something we could do.
Yes, there is, Cratchit. We can work twice as hard. The fortunes of Scrooge and Marley cannot be lost simply because Mr. Marley is ill.
Oh. 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500.
Isn't it dreadful, sir? And on Christmas Eve, too.
Christmas Eve. Humbug! Cratchit, although I am now the only partner in the firm, we shall leave the name as Scrooge and Marley. It will be better for business.
Take me away from here, Spirit. Oh.
I told you these were shadows of your own past. That they are what they are is nothing to do with me.
I can bear no more. Take me home. Take me home.
I will. But learn from what you have seen.
I will. At least I will try.
Come, follow me.
Yes, no, Jacob. No, I don't. No. Dick, would you? Dick, come back here, Dick. No, I can't. No, oh man, no, fan, yes. Oh. Well, hello.
And know me better, man.
Yes.
I
don't
am
mind
the
if I do.
ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me.
Well, yes.
Look!
Oh my!
You have never seen the like of me before.
No, I have not. Oh, Spirit, I have never seen such a wondrous spread of Christmas cheer before. Oh my, look, so many turkeys and geese and game and poultry and brawn and great joints of meat and suckling pigs and wreaths of sausages.
Ah, yes, but look here to this side. Look at these.
Oh, so many Christmas puddings and such large ones. Oh, and mince pies and red hot chestnuts and beautiful red apples and juicy oranges, luscious pears and fruit of every kind.
And yet, that is not all.
No?
Look over there.
Oh, cakes! Such wonderful Christmas cakes! Oh, and sweets and nuts and raisins and yet more sweets and more sweets!
And over here!
Oh, seething bowls of Christmas punch and ginger wine. Oh, no, Spirit. I have never seen the likes of any of this before.
Have you not met my brothers?
Your, brothers?
I am the spirit of this Christmas. Last year was the turn of one of my brothers, and the year before that another, and the year before that another, and so on back through time.
Oh, so you had many brothers.
More than 1,800.
Oh, that's a tremendous family to provide for. Never mind. Quick, Spirit, take me where you will. Last night I was compelled to look upon shadows of the past. But tonight, if you have anything to teach me, let me profit by it, huh?
Touch my robe.
Touch
my robe.
Where shall we be going?
Oh, among our fellow men.
But where? In the streets?
Oh, in the streets, in people's homes.
Whose homes?
Oh, you shall see.
Oh, yes, I shall see, but I'm afraid to be seen.
Oh, you will not be seen, for I am not seen. But as the spirit of this Christmas, I have but a short time to live. Oh, and so much work to do. Oh, you shall come with me and see that work. You shall see people from every walk of life.
People I know?
Oh, some you will know. Others you will never even have thought of. Oh, people on the remotest parts of the world. People across the seas and on the seas. People of good fortune. People who suffer.
But how can you visit so many?
Oh, because I am a spirit!
Yes, I see. But these people, do they know of your visit even though they cannot see you?
Oh, some know without the need to see me. Others would not know even if they did see. But I shall visit them all, those who reject me, as well as those who welcome and accept me. To each and every one I shall bring something from my torch. Are you ready?
Yes, Spirit, I'm ready.
Then touch my robe, and we shall be invisible.
Oh, I can't go another step. Oh, my whole body aches. Fit to drop it does.
You can't give up now. You've got to keep trying. Keep trying.
Oh, I can't. I simply can't.
Oh, but you must.
Oh, I haven't the strength.
Oh, one last effort, eh? It isn't too far.
Oh, all right. Bless you. For the sake of Christmas.
Oh, you're doing lovely. I knew you could do it.
Can I be of any assistance?
Oh, no, thank you. We can manage quite well. We don't have far to go now.
Are you sure?
Oh, quite sure, but thank you for asking.
Well, Merry Christmas to you.
And to you, and thank you for asking.
Yes, Happy Christmas and a Merry New Year.
Now, wasn't that just lovely?
Well, it's like I've always said. There's something about Christmas just does something to people. Oh, you're doing beautifully now. We're almost there.
Does your torch always work such wonders?
You see, it is rejected by some. But come. We shall visit Christmas in the home of your clerk, Bob Cratchit.
Oh, no, Spirit, I would rather not see that.
Oh, but if you have anything to teach me, let me profit by it. Those were your words.
Yes.
And the Cratchits are in much need of the light from my torch.
Oh, well, then show me. Show me.
Belinda, keep an eye on the pudding, dear. It's a beautiful pudding, Mother. Simply beautiful. Well, it won't be if we don't keep an eye on it. I'll leave the table, Mother. Oh, would you, dear? Thank you. Could you get the punch ready as well? Your father's sure to want to have a toast before dinner. Well, he's done it himself. I'll fetch it. What's Peter doing?
I'm doing the potatoes. Look at them, Mother. The best I've ever done them. And they taste delicious.
Yes, and you eat much more of them, and there won't be any left.
I've only had a little. What's the matter with you?
Just smell that goose. There never was such a goose. Listen, your father's back from church with Tiny Tim.
Quickly, Martha. Hide.
Yes, do quickly. You better hurry or he'll catch you. All of you wear something.
Hello, all of you. I hope we're in time. Why? What's the matter? Where's our Martha?
She's not coming.
Not coming?
No, they've kept her at work.
Not kept her at work? Not coming on Christmas Day?
There she is!
Oh, Father, I couldn't keep it up. I simply couldn't.
Oh, you spoiled it.
You really had me worried.
Such a shame to tease him on Christmas Day. I want to show Tiny Tim the pudding.
Please.
And the
Sorry, I didn't mean.
I know you didn't mean. I never cease to marvel how you make a few shillings go so far.
How did little Tim do at church today? Was he good?
As good as gold, even better. But,
Tell me.
well, he comes up with the strangest ideas. He really is a funny lad.
What did he say?
I suppose it's from sitting on his own so much. He gets kind of thoughtful and comes up with the oddest ideas you've ever heard.
Well, he's doing all right, isn't he?
I think he's getting stronger, my dear. I think so.
Robert.
Well, anyway, all of a sudden, he said he hoped that people saw him in church because he was a cripple.
What?
That's what he hoped. He said he thought it might be pleasant for people to remember on Christmas who it was who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. Just like that. Just as simple as that.
This is play weather and great big goose. And us all is so wonderful.
If we don't eat soon, Peter will have finished all of the potatoes.
Shan!
Is the goose done, Martha? Beautifully done. Just ready to eat. And Robert?
Oh, yes, my dear. We'll have a toast first.
Oh gosh, I forgot to look after the punch.
It's all right, Peter. I've seen to it.
Can I sit to my favorite cuddle for the toast?
Of course you can. Here's yours, Mother. Oh,
And one
thank
for
you.
Martha.
I'll give Tiny Tim his.
There. Has everyone got some punch?
Yes?
Yes.
Then Merry Christmas to us all, my dears, and God bless us.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Tell me, Spirit, will Tiny Tim live?
I see a vacant seat at the chimney corner. I see a crutch without an owner. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, then the child will die.
No, no, kind Spirit.
If the shadows remain unaltered by the future, no other spirit of Christmas will find him here. But what of that? If he is likely to die, then he should do it and decrease the surplus population. Again, your words.
Oh, Spirit.
Man, do not say such words, lest you discover what the surplus is and where it is. Should you decide which men shall live, which men shall die? Or perhaps, in the sight of heaven, you are more worthless, less fit to live than the millions like that poor man's child? What then? What then? Listen!
Scrooge, I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Founder of the feast, indeed. I wish he were here now. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon.
Please, my dear, the children, Christmas Day.
Yes, and it need be Christmas Day in order to toast to the health of such a stingy, odious, hard, and unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know it better than anyone else, Robert, you poor man.
Please, my dear, it's Christmas.
I'll drink to his health for your sake and for the sake of Christmas, but not for his. Long life to him, a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. He'll be merry and happy, I have no doubt.
Come, we do not have time to visit the lives of others in such detail. We must move swiftly.
God, Spirit, I will follow. Take me where you will, show me what you will. I will follow and gladly, but why do we stop in this place? Why on this desolate moor in such a terrible storm?
Come on, I must visit the lighthouse across the sea.
Across the seas? Why, Spirit, we cannot cross the fury of these seas.
Oh, do not be afraid. Follow me. Follow me.
Captain says we're clear south of the rocks.
What?
The rocks. We're clear south of them.
Thank God for the lighthouse.
Aye. Here's a fine Christmas to 'em.
Aye. And to all of them safe at home in bed.
Aye. Lord bless you.
Aye.
And a happy Christmas to you, Tom.
Happy Christmas, Sam.
You see, even in the dangers of the sea, men do not forget me.
Spirits, take me home.
But you said you would follow gladly. Well?
I will try, but away from these terrors.
Oh, come. We will go not home, but nearer home. To the home of your nephew, Fred.
Fred, yes.
He did. As I'm alive, I swear he did. He said Christmas was a humbug. And you know what's more? He believed it too.
The more shame on him, Fred.
He's a comical fellow, and that's the truth.
Comical?
Oh, he may not be all that pleasant, but he suffers more for it than we do. At any rate, I've nothing to say against him.
I wonder how rich he is. Fred says he is.
He must be.
What of it? His wealth is no use to him. He doesn't do any good with it. He doesn't make himself comfortable with it. And he certainly doesn't have the satisfaction of thinking he's ever going to benefit us with it.
I have no patience with him.
Oh, I have. I'm sorry for him. I couldn't be angry with him if I tried. Well, who suffers by his nasty whims? He, himself, nobody else. Here, he takes it into his head to dislike us, and he won't come and dine with us. What's the consequence? He doesn't lose much of a dinner.
Fred, he loses a very good dinner.
So do I.
A marvelous dinner.
Really? Well, I'm delighted to hear it. Because frankly, I haven't too much faith in these young cooks. What do you say, Topper?
He won't say anything.
Do stop teasing and go on with your story.
Fred never does finish a story.
He never gets the chance.
I was only going to say that the consequence of dear Uncle Ebenezer refusing to make merry with us is that he loses some mighty pleasant moments that couldn't possibly do him any harm, and he loses some companions that couldn't help but be pleasanter than those in his own thoughts, whether he's in his moldy old office or dusty old couch.
But you won't ask him again next year, will you?
I most certainly will. I'll ask him again every year, whether he likes it or not.
Why? He always says no.
He does.
I pity him.
What a waste of pity.
Oh, come, my dear, he's bound to change in the end.
Never.
Of course he will. If I go into his office every Christmas Eve, year after year, always in a good temper, always saying, "A Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge, how are you?" Eventually he's sure to say,
"Humbug!"
You may all laugh, but something will come out of it one day. You wait and see. And even if it only puts him in mind to leave his clerk 50 pounds, well, that'd be something.
Yes, something we shan't live to see. Anyway, what a gloomy subject for Christmas. Just because he won't enjoy himself, there's no reason why we shouldn't. What about a carol?
Wow. Ding dong, merrily on high.
That's a good
I do love that one.
Here we go. Ding-da, ding-dong, merrily on high. In heaven the bells are ringing. Ding-dong, verily the sky is riven with angels singing.
Let's play yes and no.
Who's going to be asked the question?
Oh, your friend, please.
No,
He's marvelous
no,
at
it's
it.
always
Please
me,
do,
it's
Fred.
always me. All right. Just give me half a minute to think of something.
This is so exciting.
Right, I'm ready.
Is it animal?
Yes.
Alive?
Yes.
Is a nice animal.
No.
Ooh, a nasty animal?
Yes.
What kind of nasty animal?
Yes, no, yes, no,
You
yes,
can't ask questions like that. He has to answer yes or no.
Sorry.
Is it?
No, give Topper a chance.
Okay.
Is it a savage animal?
Yes.
Ooh, does it growl?
Yes.
I know, it's a bear.
No.
Not a bear?
No.
A dog?
No.
Can you find this animal in London?
Yes.
On the street?
Yes.
Is it some kind of circus animal?
No.
Do they lead it down the street?
No.
To the market?
No.
A circus animal?
We've
No.
asked that once.
Sorry. Is it a horse?
No.
A tiger?
No.
A bull?
No.
A cow?
No.
Can it talk?
Silly, it's an animal.
Some animals can talk.
Yes.
It can talk.
Yes.
What? It growls and grunts and talks?
Yes.
I've got it.
You can't have.
I do. I know what it is, Fred.
What is it?
It's your Uncle Scrooge.
You're right. Absolutely right.
You cheated, Fred.
I didn't cheat.
I asked if it was a bear, and you said no. You should have said yes! He is such a bear.
Listen, everyone, whatever you may say about him, my old Uncle Scrooge has given us a great deal of merriment this evening. It'd be ungrateful of us not to drink to his health. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the old man, whatever he is. To Uncle Scrooge.
To Uncle Scrooge.
Look here. Imprisoned. And here, the sick. And here, this poor, pathetic slave, too hungry and starved to work at all, yet compelled by the whip. And here, the blind. And here, the lonely, the miserably lonely. And here, the very old and forgotten. My time upon this globe grows short. These people, they are all beyond my help.
But what will happen to them?
Oh, that depends on the actions of mankind. I have done all that I can.
When will your life end?
Tonight. Tonight at midnight. Yes. Hark! I feel the time is drawing near.
Spirit, forgive me for asking what may be none of my business, but I thought I saw someone,
Something moving under your robe. Is it a foot or a claw?
It may as well be a claw for all the flesh that is upon it. Look here! Look at the man! Look down here!
Wretched children and spirits, are they yours?
No, they are man's. This boy here is ignorance.
Oh, they're so awful.
This girl is want. Beware them both and all like them. But most beware this one. For I see upon his brow it is written doom, lest the writing be erased.
Oh, have they no homes?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
I am in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me shadows of things that have not yet happened, but will happen in the time yet before us. Is that not so, Spirit? Oh, ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have yet seen, but I know you purpose to do me good. And as I hope to be another man from what I was, I am prepared to bear you company, and gladly. Will you not speak to me? Oh, Spirit, lead on. The night is waning fast, and I know it is time precious to me. I know. Lead on, yes.
No. I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
Why, what was the matter with him? I thought he'd never die.
God knows.
What has he done with his money?
I haven't heard. Probably left it to his company, I'd imagine. He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know.
Well, it is likely to be a very cheap funeral. Upon my life, I can't think of anybody who'd go to it. So, suppose we make up a party ourselves?
I don't mind. As long as lunch is provided. I must be fed if I go.
Well, I never go to funerals, and I never eat lunch. But I'll offer to go if anybody else will. Come to think of it, I'm not at all sure I wasn't the best friend he had. We used to stop and speak whenever we met. Well, I must be off. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. And you?
Fine. I hear old Scratch has got his own at last, eh?
So I'm told. Cold, isn't it?
Suitable for Christmas time. You're not a skater, I suppose.
No. Something else to think of. Good morning.
Good morning.
Lead on, Spirit. I will follow. Spirit, those people, who are they talking about? I knew some of the men. I worked with them nearly every day at the exchange. We did business together. So tell me, who was the man they were talking about? Oh, Spirit, if you purpose to fill me with dread and fear of the future, well, then you have succeeded. But are you trying to tell me that this is what my own life will come to? That the time soon approaches when I shall lose all that I have and be reduced to living, no, existing in such a place so filthy and horrible? Among people who have fallen so low as men can ever fall? Tell me, Spirit.
Mrs. Dilber? Mrs. Dilber, fancy meeting you here.
I might say the same about you.
You're going to Joe's?
Where else?
Where else indeed? He's got the best feeling shop in the whole city. Oh, Mrs. Dilber, don't tell me that you've been to him too.
Why not? He was dead, wasn't he?
Scarcely cold though, or at least he wasn't when I was there. And by all the signs, you have beat me to it.
Never mind the signs, dearie. He was dead, I tell you, dead as a doornail. Joe, come in the back, please. He'll be there, all right.
Oh, he'll be there, expecting us too, I should wonder. Joe!
Mrs. Dilber, I wondered who made first.
Wait a minute.
And there's another one. Why, it's the Undertaker. You don't waste no time, do you?
What do they mean to me? What had they in those bundles? Is it something they've stolen? Oh, no, not in there, Spirit. I couldn't bear it. Well, no, I've never been in such a place in the whole of my life. I couldn't bear the stench and the filth. Every item is decaying with dirt and grease. Oh, no, Spirit. Oh, Spirit.
Mother, then, and bring your stuff with you. I locked the shop so we ain't disturbed.
Joe, don't you never sell nothing? Every time I come into this shop, there's the same same iron and rusty nails and bones, piles of filthy old bones.
He hoards them.
I reckon you'll not be able to get out of the place one day.
What's it matter what I sells as long as I buys, eh, Mrs. Dilbert?
That's what I was going to say, Joe. Now, what about this lot?
Trust the undertaker to get us down to business.
And trust the charwoman to get there first.
And if I did?
The charwoman, the laundress, and the undertaker. What is it? A conspiracy?
Chance, Joe. Chance. Strike me if we three met here without meaning it.
You could have met at a better place. Oh, me bones. You talk about the old bones in me shop, but ain't none as old as mine, I can tell you. So, what have you got? What have you got, me darlings? Let's see it.
Yeah, just what have we got, eh?
You can love Mrs. Dilbert, but you don't need to look at me like I've got something I'm not entitled to.
Who said otherwise?
Every person has a right to take care of themselves.
All right, I never
You
said...
always did, so why shouldn't I?
All right.
All right then. Quit staring at me like I've got something I'm not entitled to. Besides, who'd be the wiser? And who'd want them anyway? Do you think a dead man would want them?
No, I reckon he won't.
Even if he did want them, why didn't he do like everyone else when he was ill and have someone looking in on him? Being old Screw lying there just gasping out his last, all on his own. It wasn't natural.
It was a judgment on him, that's what it was.
Wasn't heavy enough judgment, I tell you. It would have been heavier still if I could have gotten my hands on more of his stuff.
Well, Joe, what's this lot worth to you?
Oh, let's see. An old stamp, a pencil case. Now, what's this? A couple of collar buttons and a brooch.
Now that's worth something, Joe.
No. Ain't hardly worth nothing.
But Joe!
5 bob the lot.
5 bob?
Take it or leave it. It's all the same to me. What, I wouldn't give you another 6pence if you was to boil me alive. Who's next?
I'm next, Joe. Here, have a look at this lot. Some sheets and towels.
Ain't much in those.
Some old clothes.
They're old, all right, I'll grant you that. Worn them his whole life, I wouldn't wonder.
Fair enough. But have a look at these pair of spoons, Joe. Real silver they are. And so's these sugar tongs.
Real silver, you say?
Now don't go ruining yourself over that lot, Joe.
I always did ruin myself over the ladies. It's a weakness of mine. I always give them too much.
Too much.
5 and 9 pence.
What?
And not a penny more. And if you angles with me, I'll knock half a crown off it.
I give double that anywhere else.
Then take it somewhere else.
Now opens my bundle, Joe.
What you got in this?
Oh, Will keeps till he opens it.
5 and 9 pence ain't worth the journey getting here, let alone all the trouble I was put to.
What do you call this then?
Well, have a good look, Joe. You'll know.
Bed curtains. You don't mean you took them down, rings and all, with him lying there?
I told you you would know. He has his bed curtains.
Born to make your fortune.
I do. Well, why do you think I shouldn't resist just for the likes of him?
Are these his blankets?
Who else's?
I hope he didn't die in nothing catching, eh?
Don't worry about that, Joe. Do you think I'd have stuck around for his stuff if he had?
Lord love us. Is this his shirt?
Aye, and his finest one, too. Won't have a hole in it anywhere.
That didn't belong to him.
Yes, it did.
How come I didn't see it then?
Perhaps you didn't look properly.
Look! You looked at him?
Why, they'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
What do you call the wasted of it?
They'd have buried him in it. Some fool had already put it on him.
And you took it off?
begin to understand. You are showing me the life of some poor, unhappy man as a warning of what might happen to me. Is that not so? Now, this man, whoever he was, lived rather as I do now, and I could expect the same terrible end? Tell me if that is so. Spirit, I shall not lose by this lesson, but someone in this town must have felt something at the death of another. Show me such a person. Show me.
Carolyn, you shouldn't have waited up.
Had to know. Well, is it good or bad?
Bad.
Then we're completely ruined.
Not completely. There's a faint hope.
But we owe him money. He will demand every penny and not give us any more time. You don't imagine he'll relent, do you?
He's past relenting. He's dead.
Dead? Oh, thank God! Oh, no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
You remember when I went to see him last night and they told me he was ill? I thought it was just an excuse. Apparently he was not just ill, but dying even then.
Who will they transfer our debt to now?
I don't know. That's what I mean by a faint hope. We might be able to raise the money before they can transfer it to anyone.
Whoever it is, they can't possibly be as mean or unkind. No one could treat us as badly as he did.
Oh, torture me no more, Spirit. Show me one person. Surely there must be one who feels some tenderness at the death of another. Show me some moment of tenderness, or I shall be haunted by these sights forever. Show me, Spirit. Oh, well, I'm glad to be moving past that place and back among, streets and sights I know. Why, yes, why, I know this street. I know the house. Why, it's the Cratchits, isn't it? Yes.
And he took a child and set him in the midst of them.
Mother? It's the sewing. The color hurts my eyes.
You're doing too much.
No, they're all right now. I think it's the candlelight that makes them weak. Don't tell your father, will you?
Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, of course. I don't want your father to know. He has enough to worry about without my silly old eyes.
Father ought to be home by now. It's nearest time.
Past it, but Father walks slower than he used to.
Bless him. I've known him to walk so fast, even with Tiny Tim on his shoulder. But he was very light to carry, and his father loved him very much, so it was never any trouble.
Where's Father now?
Please. Did you go today, Robert?
Yes, my dear. I wish you could have gone. It would have done you some good to see how green a place it was. But you'll go there often. I promised him we would go every Sunday. Oh, Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim. I must tell you, I met Mr. Scrooge's nephew today.
Fred.
He was so kind. He stopped me on the street and said I seemed to be just a little bit down, not quite my usual self.
Did you tell him, Robert?
Yes, my dear, I told him. He really is the kindest gentleman, the pleasantest spoken gentleman you've ever heard. He said to me, "I'm heartily sorry for it, Mr. Cratchit, and I'm heartily sorry for your good wife." By the by, how he knew that, I'll never know.
Knew what, my dear?
That you were a good wife.
Everyone knows that, Father.
Oh, yes, Peter, my boy, I'm sure they do.
Go on with you, the both of you. What else did he say, Robert?
Well, he said, "I'm heartily sorry for your good wife, oh yes." And then he said if there was anything he could do for us. And he handed me this, his card. And he said this is where he lived and we should call at any time.
That was kind of him.
Oh, and he meant it too. I know that. And yet, well, it doesn't really matter whether he can do anything for us. It was just the way he said it. It really seemed as if he had known our Tiny Tim and really felt with us.
He's a good soul.
He is a good soul. You'd know it too if you saw him and spoke to him. I shan't be surprised if he gets Peter a better job.
Did you hear that, Peter?
That's wonderful. Before we know where we are, Peter will be setting up partnership with someone else.
Oh, not for a long time yet.
Well, maybe not, but it's possible. You will eventually one of these days.
Maybe, Father.
Still, there's plenty of time for that. Plenty of time. Well, however and whenever we part from one another, I'm sure we'll none of us forget poor Tiny Tim, shall we? Nor shall we forget this first of all partings among us. And I know, my dears, that when we remember how quiet and how patient he was, we will not quarrel easily among ourselves and risk forgetting poor Tiny Tim. I am very happy. So very, very happy.
Spirit, I feel the time is coming when we must soon part. Is that not so? Oh, I know it is so. I can feel it deep within. But before we part, tell me, who was the man who died? Who was the man they were talking of? Who was the man whose clothes they sold? Tell me, Spirit. Tell me. Oh, I will lead on. I will follow. But Spirit, this way lies the churchyard. We've passed all the places I have known. No. No, why in here? Why in the churchyard? No! Spirit. Before I read the name that is carved on that stone, you must answer me one question. The things that we have seen, are they the shadows of things that will be? Or are they the shadows of things that only might be? Will you not answer me? The courses men follow, of course, by certainty will lead to particular ends, unless those courses are changed. I know this because of what you have taught me, and I hope also that if the courses are changed, the ends will change. Please tell me that is so. Please tell me I do not hope in vain. Please, Spirit. No. Oh, Spirit. Ebenezer. No. Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge! No, Spirit, no, hear me. Why show me this if I am yet past all hope? Oh, good Spirit, pity me, help me. Tell me that the shadows of things that would have been might yet be changed if I change the way that I live. Why, I will cherish Christmas in my heart. I will try to live it all the year. I will live in the past and the present and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, please, Spirit, please tell me that there is yet hope. Oh, please, Spirit, please, I shall live in the past and the present and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Yes, oh, I say it on my knees, old Jacob. Oh, Jacob, Christmas time in heaven be praised for this. Oh, I say it on my knees, oh, Jacob, please, say it. But everything is still here as it was. The shadows of things that would have been might yet be changed. They will be. Why, they will be. I know they will be. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. I'm as giddy as a drunken man. Oh, Merry Christmas to everybody. And a Happy New Year to all the world! Yoo-hoo! Oh, yes. Oh, the spirits. Oh, what is going on? Yes, we shall know. Oh, let's see. Oh, why, it's all true. It's all right. It all happened. Oh, it did all happen. Oh, yes. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, let's see. Let's get this off. What shall we be doing? Yes. What shall we do now, though? What shall I do now? Let's see. Oh, get this on. Get my coat on. Let's see. I know. No. Here's my cap. Oh, where are the spirits? Well, if they're gone, what are they leaving me to do then? Why, I don't know anything. I don't even know what day of the month it is. I don't know how long I've been among the spirits. Why? I'm like a baby. I don't care. I don't mind at all. I'd rather be a baby. Yes. Why, there's where the ghost of Jacob Marley sat. There's where the ghost of Christmas present walked in. Oh, Strawberry, why should they be all being out so gloriously now? Why not? Oh, how beautiful. Oh, no mist, no fog, just the sunlight and beautiful blue sky. Oh, it's wonderful. And, oh, the bells, they were heavenly. Oh, hello! I say, young man, what's today?
What?
What's today, my fine fellow?
Today was Christmas Day.
Christmas Day? Christmas Day? I haven't missed it! Why, the spirits have done it all in one night. Oh, of course they can. They can do anything they want. Of course they can. Do you know the Poulter is in the next street but one on the corner?
I sure hope I did.
Oh, a remarkable boy, an intelligent boy. Oh, do you know if they've sold the prize turkey hanging in the window? Not the little prize turkey, but the big one.
What, the one as big as me?
Oh, a delightful boy. It's such a pleasure to talk to him. Oh, yes, that's the one.
It's hanging there right now.
It is? Well, then go and buy it.
What?
Yes, I am in earnest. Go and buy it and tell the man to come back here and I'll give him directions on where to take it. Come back here with the man, I'll give you a shilling. Come back in less than 5 minutes and I'll give you a crown.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I shall send it to Bob Cratchit and he shan't know who sent it. Why, it's twice as big as Tiny Jim, that turkey. Oh, there's never been a joke such as this that sending that to Bob Cratchit will be. Oh, now let's see, what is that address? Let's see. Cratchit. Oh, gracious boy, you cannot possibly carry that all the way to Camden Town. You must have a cab. Well, let's see here. My first. Here's some money for a cab. All right. Here's the address on where to take it to. And my lad, well done, my boy. Here's the 5 shillings I promised you. Quickly now, my lad, off with you. And a Merry Christmas to you.
And a Merry Christmas to you too, sir.
Yes. Oh, of course they can. Oh, they've done it all in one night, just so I shan't miss Christmas. Bless them for it. Well, now what am I going to do? Nim. I know. I'll go to Fred's. Why, he's always asking me. I'll go to Fred's. Boy, will I surprise him. Yes, to Fred's. Oh. Why? How good to see you. How do you do? Why, I do hope you succeeded yesterday.
Mr. Scrooge?
Well, yes, that is my name, and I fear it may not be very pleasant to you, but, allow me to ask your pardon. And if you would be so good as to put me down for about,
Oh, Lord bless me. Yes, Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?
If you please, not a farthing less. There are a good many back payments included in it, I can assure you. Would you do me that favor?
Oh, well, my good sir, I don't know what to say.
Well, don't say anything. Just come and see me. Would you please come and see me?
Yes, of course.
Oh, thank you 50 times. Bless you both. Oh, and a Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, and to you, Mr. Scrooge.
And the happiest of New Years.
As I'm alive, I swear he did. He said Christmas was a humbug. And you know what's more? He believed it too.
The more shame on him, Fred.
He's a comical fellow, and that's the truth.
Comical?
Oh, he may not be all that pleasant, but he suffers more for it than we do.
I tell you, I have no patience with him.
Oh, I have. I'm sorry for him. I couldn't be angry with him if I tried. Well, who suffers by his nasty whims? He, himself, nobody else. Here, he takes it into his head to dislike us, and he won't come and dine with us. What's the consequence? He doesn't lose much of a dinner.
I let myself in. I hope you don't mind.
Why, bless my soul. Who's that?
Why, it's me, your Uncle Scrooge. I've come for dinner, if you'll have me.
Of course.
Fred, will you help me tomorrow?
Help you, Uncle? Of course. With what in particular?
Well, I'd like to play a joke. A joke on Bob Cratchit. Here's what I'd like you to do.
So much to do. To prepare. I can do it.
Susanna, won't you die for me? Oh, it's Louisiana without you on my knee.
Oh, Bob Cratchit's late. I thought he might be. Let's see. I'm going to play that joke on him. Let's see. Oh, I know. He thinks I'm still the same man as I was before Christmas. I'll pretend that I am. Oh, watch out. Here he comes. What's the meaning of arriving at this time of day?
I'm very sorry, sir. I'm just a little late.
Oh, you are? Yes, I think you are. Step this way if you would, please, sir.
It's only once a year, sir.
Only once a year!
I promise it won't happen again. I was making rather merry yesterday.
Oh, you
sir.
were you? Well, I'll tell you what, my friend. I am not going to put up with this sort of thing much longer. In fact, I'm not going to put up with it any longer. And therefore, Bob, I'm going to raise your salary. Merry Christmas, Bob. Oh, Merry Christmas, Bob, my good fellow, that I've given you in many a long year. Look, I'm going to raise your salary. I'm going to help you and your family. And we shall meet this afternoon to discuss your affairs over a Christmas bowl of steaming punch. And look, Bob, look.
Fred.
And look. Oh, Fred. Thank you, Fred.
Oh, Martha. Oh, Peter, my boy. Father. Belinda. Topper.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and even more. And to Tiny Tim, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, as good a man as any the good old city knew or any other good old city, town, or borough in this good old world. Some people laughed to see this alteration in him, but he let them laugh, and he took no notice of them, for he was wise enough to know that nothing ever happens on this globe for good without some people having their fill of laughter at it. His own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him. And forever afterwards, it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well as any man has ever kept it. May that truly be said of us and all of us. And so, as Tiny observed, God bless us, everyone.